Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2013 Let's Play. It is part 2 of episode 10, I remembered. Hooray! Anyway, we have 47% of silage in here. That is now going to get put in there, at the front loader. I'm going to see how much money we get. It might not all be done today, it might be. I've worked it out though, we get 16,000 per bucket. 16 grand. 16,000, yes. 16,000 pound per bucket. And how much did we take there? I think it's like 1%. So, 47, would it be 47 times 16? I has no idea. All I'm saying is we should get over 1 million, and if that's the case, that's one of our goals achieved. $44, so it's more, it's like 2%. So what's half of 47? 23.5. Yes. Times that by 16. 23. 20. Have a penny here. Let's do it. While driving at the same time. So 23. This is going to take some time, isn't it? 23 and then 16. So what's that? 200. That's 30. I'm doing it a childish math way. I like to do it like that. Just get the fucking silage. And then 6 times 20. 3 times 6 is 18. And then add them together. 200, 120 is 320. 350. 350. 368. 368. Now. It's not going to be 368,000, no way. That can't be correct. Right, I need to speed the time a bit here. I've done my math correctly, I have. Surely, yeah. I have. So I'll have the teacher back in school, kids. I don't know then. I'm going to have to times that by 2. So that's 700,000 and something. We should get 1 million from this. And we're going to go to the shop and we're going to go on a spending spree. One of the things I'm going to get is the class TerraTrak. Class 770 Lexion TerraTrak. It's one of the first on my list. And that is 370 plus 98, or something like 90,000 for the header. And but we will keep the truck I have at the tractor I have at the moment. No, not even tractor, harvester. Us, we can use that on the smaller fields. So then, I've been meaning to talk about this for ages. What did I do on my holiday? What did I do? A lot of things. Well, we'll do it in chronological order I'll try to anyway. Okay, the first day, the day I fly, we were 5 hours delayed in Manchester Airport. How boring must that be? It was very boring. I was bored stiff. I was just sat there in the window, I was watching the planes all taking off. I'm like, damn, why can't this be us? So yeah, we're 5 hours, and it was Monarch. We flew with Monarch. Their plane was broke, and it obviously been broke all morning, and they'd all just they decided at 7 o'clock that it was kaput. Proper kaput. It wasn't going to work. So they decided, well, at first, right, what they did is they had to, because it was a big flight, I'll tell you what happened later. It was a big flight, so a lot of the people that was on our flight had to move airports, meaning like they got on a bus and they went to Birmingham, and them people must have been really pissed. So we wasn't one of them. We was the lucky ones to stay at Manchester. So yeah, that happened. Then it was like they told us at 7 o'clock. Or was it 6? That people got to go to Birmingham. So we were like, and then we were like, because they kept reading out the surnames, and like they never said ours. So we were like, we're not going. And then it was like, but you're still going to be delayed another hour or two. So we're like, oh shit. But Birmingham was like, we flew at 9:30. We didn't get there. We didn't land well 12:30 in the morning. Some crap like that. So we didn't get to the hotel at like 3. The baggage reclaim there was actually quite fast. But anyway, so what we just like sat in a bar, and the boredom struck over me that much. I was taking the piss out of the Qatar Airways advert. You know, and that woman actually like stares at you after she's finished like giving people the drinks. I was taking the mick out of that because I was bored. And then that were it. And then we finally got on our flight, took off, and this was meant to be Tuesday. We were meant to land at 7:30ish at night on Tuesday, and we didn't land well about 12:30 Wednesday morning. It was awful. So that was that. So that Wednesday, when we got up, when we got to the hotel, we went to bed because we didn't unpack. We unpacked the next day. We were really extremely tired, so that was like an early night Wednesday. But was it that day? I can't remember. Anyway, one morning I was in the restaurant. I was getting my breakfast, and they had music playing. And it started off like this nice, like Spanish music, and then it came on with Rick Astley. You know, never gonna give you. And to me, that's getting Rick rolled. And I was like, I was smiling. I was just there. I just stood there, and I was like, oh yeah, got Rick rolled on holiday. So that was that Wednesday. I don't think of what happened now. I have a bad memory. So yeah, it was just like easy going. We just went out and that for the week until we got to Friday, and then we went to a water park called Siam Park. It's Siam Park, the Water Kingdom. It's meant to match all the water parks in America, and to be honest, it wasn't that bad. There was one ride I was actually really scared. I was near the top and I'm like, I don't want to go on this. And I forgot what it's called now. It's like you went in a rubber ring with 3 other people. And it's taking like down this ball, and then you flew up it, then you went down the pipe, and then you went into another ball and flew up that, and then you just came out to end. And I was actually scared because the little kid that was on with me he was at the top, and he actually nearly flew. Like, it was all to do with weight. They wouldn't let 3 of us go on. It had to be 4. And the kid that was sat at the top, he was at the top, and it flew down the boat and up to the other side. And I thought the thing was going over the other side and he would fall over. It was that scary. I mean, his hands must have been glued to that thing. Mine were. I wouldn't let go. I refused to let go. It was scary. There was this other one. It was called a Dragon or something. Can't remember. And that were another ball thing. But that were actually quite funny. Because, like where the parts meet of the thing, 'cause obviously it's one solid, like, ball thing. It's made up in bits. It ridges. And I hit my arse on it, and it really hurt. But it was funny. So that, and then there was some others. There was one that's like a big chute. Like, it's like a vertical drop practically. I didn't go on that. He said for 14-year-olds, but I just felt like going to the top and screaming, "I'm 13!" And yeah, it was like that. There was a huge wave pool, honestly. It was like we did that thing, you know, with waves. When they're coming, you turn around and start swimming, and it like feels like you're riding the wave. We did that. It was really cool. But people kept getting behind me, and one had a go at me actually. He said, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, you can see what I'm doing and what everybody else is doing. That is the front. He didn't grasp that I was trying to do that, and he got really upset. And then he ended up moving out of the way eventually when he realised the pain was enough of me getting thrown into him countless times, because these waves kept coming and coming. It was like a big boom. The wave came. Obviously, the water, it had to build up the water again, and then another one came, and the waves go on for like every 20 minutes, so there's 3 every hour. There's like a 1 minute break, if that. And the waves, they kept coming and coming. It was like once you'd done that thing where you were riding the wave and you got back to the front again, the wave was coming again, and you had to be fast. So that was cool. Then Friday and Saturday, just around the pool again. Oh no, not Friday, sorry, Saturday and Sunday, it was just around the pool. Monday, we went to it's called Laura Park. It's north of the island. We were in the south, so we travelled from one end of the island to the other. Oh, that was so boring. And we went to somewhere called Laura Park, and it's like an animal park. And of course, I got to see my I got to I got to see my favourite animal. And no one actually knows this. It's a penguin. I love penguins. I'm obsessed. I just think they're so cute. I want one. I've actually got one. I bought a stuffed penguin. This little mini one is sat on top of my computer. I think it's cute. So yeah, we went there. We went to see the orcas, killer whales, if you didn't know that. Dolphins. The killer whale was extremely funny because we went in the splash zone. I wanted to go in the splash zone. My mum and dad, they were like, no, we're not getting wet. And I was like, come on, we can go. And they were like, fine. And then when it started, before it started, my mum looked down, and well, they had this screen first, and it showed the killer whales splashing other people from before, because they record it, and they actually do have a live camera that shows it on the screen at the time, so other people can see. and it showed people getting absolutely drenched, and was like, Mum, like, fuck this. And she bought, it cost €3 for a poncho. Like, over here, you could pick them up for £1 from the, like, pound store, I think. Anyway, and then she got it, and then she looked down, and she saw this little lizard. And of course, in a hot country like that, there was a little lizard, but somehow it had got into the Orca Stadium. And the poor thing, like, it was scared to death. It didn't know what to do. And my mum didn't want to put a bag on the floor in case it crawled in and she brought it home. And she also didn't want to... Ooh, she didn't want to get it wet. She didn't want it to drown, basically. There was like pools of water. She bought a poncho. Me, my dad and my brother were... yeah, we were there. It turned around, the killer whale. Its fin, and it got it, and it just went bang, bang, bang on water, and it just soaked us. And the live cameras showed people's reactions, and it showed me, like, standing up and turning my back away. It was funny. And then another time I actually knelt down and got behind the chair that was in front of me to try and cover me from some of the water. It didn't work. So yeah, that was that. And like, so some other nights we went out. One's called Las Americas, Playa de Las Americas. One's called Los Cristianos, I believe. And if you're gonna go to Tenerife and you hate loud, noisy places like pub crawls and stuff, do not go to Las Americas. That's all it is. I hated it. I don't like noise like that. So we didn't go there. However, we did go to Los Cristianos one night. We went a few nights actually. And went to bars there. And you know what? I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They call them Lucky Men. You know, the people that walk around with the fake, counterfeit sunglasses. Those people. And they were doing my head in. Seriously. Right. So, yeah, they kind of like they come up to you and they go, "Hey, Del Boy," and obviously Del Boy is an English term, so that's why they use it. And do you edit like they try and say that your item is fake and theirs is real. You put these. You've seen Pandora bracelets. You should have. My mum has one. And all that these bracelets were like a child had made in primary school. You know, like little kids, you know, when they bring home like something they made for the parents. It looked like that. And honest to God, he put it on the table. We were in this bar, and he went, "Pandora." And me and my dad, we looked at each other, and then we looked at him, and then we went, "No." And then we were just taking the piss out of him after he went, because we all knew that wasn't Pandora. And another thing is, you try and tell them, what am I doing with this thing? You try and tell them that their goods are fake, and they really get upset with you. So, yeah, that's just the thing. So that was my holiday. No, it wasn't. And coming home, we were delayed half an hour, which is not bad. Then I was here. So I got home. We landed about 1:30. Got home about 3ish. I don't know, to be honest. Might be 4ish actually. To be honest, I can't remember. Maybe that was my holiday, but I was glad to be home. Because, well, I miss doing this, really. Seriously, I haven't discovered that. Anyway, let's go into the vehicle shop. I'd usually just buy it, you know, but... Okay, what do we want to buy? Let's get this done quick. It's nearly end of episode. Ooh, Right. Class election. Terratrack. Buy. The Vario. Buy. See, look at that. How much it's already took off. Now, what do we also want to buy? We want to buy... a truck. We want to buy a truck. Now, look at the price of that. I actually can't afford it. I'm not going to get it yet. I'm going to do some work on this. And... so... oh shit. What am I doing? Arrgh. Oh, that dog's in my head. Shut up. Alright. Get the Amazon Condor. Buy. That is that. Oh wait. Sorry, that's my computer door. I just love fiddling around with it. Easily bored. Tippers. Tippers. Get the Agroliner. I have to get the Duo or the Uno. Duo. I know Uno is one into uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Spanish for you. Oh, we'll get that one. And what else? I think I want another tractor. I don't know what to buy though. Now, is it that one that works? It's one of these actually doesn't work. It's that one that don't work. It's this one. Let's get this one. Let's go outside. Yeah, this one's fine. I have no idea. Oh, look anyway. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Farming Simulator 2013 Let's Play. This has been episode 10 part 2. It is Sunday today recording. I'm going to get this up. Right now I'm going to get it rendered. rendered. And then uploaded. So it might be up a little late. It might even be up in the morning. Because I might have to leave the computer on. Oh well. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.